welcome back over to my channel. My name is Hannah, and today we got another book haul. So these are some books that I have accumulated over the past month-ish, I would say. I don't have too big of a book haul today, but there is an ASMR version of this already up on my ASMR channel, always linked in the description below. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? So the two books I have on top are my Book of the Month Club books for June. So my pick for the month from the June new releases, I honestly, my first glance through them, I didn't actually love any of the choices immediately. And then I started like reading through the descriptions of them, excuse me, because oftentimes one of the picks is a book that I already know is coming out and interested in getting, so I'll pick that one. But that was not the case for June. But after reading some of the blurbs, I ended up going with this one, which is called Next to Heaven by James Frey. Now, the cover, not my fave. Don't love giant tongues on my books. Yeah, it's a real tongue too. But I like the gold foiling, so that's fun. But the back of this one, honestly, was very intriguing. So let me read that to you. Sex, money, secrets, terrible people in beautiful houses, a party, an affair, a Gatsby-esque spectacle of wealth, debauchery, and moral decay, a murder you won't see coming, an ending that will leave you breathless. Settle into your favorite spot because once you start, you won't be able to stop. You're going next to heaven. Like, that sounds pretty fun. So I think it's like thriller slash like rich people drama, and yeah, it just sounds fun. A razor sharp plunge into a perfect American town where privilege, sex, scandal, and murder lurk beneath a flawless veneer. Sign me up. Also, sorry, my washer's going and there's probably a lot of background noise. Also, I did get my hair done. I'm more blonde, very blonde now than I was in the last video. I think this is the first video on this channel that I have my new hair. So yeah, I think it sounds a lot of fun and it's quite short, so shouldn't take too long to get through. And then, because June is my birthday month, Book of the Month Club does something really cool where you get a free book during your birth month. So I picked out one. Oh, also the bookmark. You always get a bookmark each month. And this one says, "Hi, I'm Mark." So the book I chose for my birthday, again, it took me a little bit to choose, but like I had to choose one because I wouldn't get a free one next month. So a lot of the books that I would have chosen, I already have. So I ended up going for the second book in a series, and that is A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen. This is Saga of the Unfaded, Book 2, and I found out, I think it actually says on the inside, that, yeah, it's only a duology, which was exciting to find out. So I now have the complete duology, and the first book, A Fate Inked in Blood, I actually also got on Book of the Month Club, so I like that I have the series is matching. They're both Book of the Month Club. So that's why I picked this one. So now I have the two Book of the Month Club versions. I haven't read the first one yet, but I probably will be more likely to pick it up sooner rather than later because it's a duology and I'm not committing to like an unfinished 6-book series, you know what I mean? So because this is the second and final book in the series, I can't really read the blurb, but what I do know about it is that it is a romantasy series based around Norse mythology, and I have heard good things about it. So yes. And then we had a couple pre-orders this month. I guess this is technically a pre-order. This was from a book subscription, probably Smut. This was actually the May book, but I didn't get it till the start of June. This is called In Good Company. What's that black speck? What is that? No. you see? Do you see the speck? Do you see it? So yeah, probably smut books are always spicy, but all of their editions are unique to probably smut. So I don't even know what the original cover of this book looks like, but like it's adorable. I haven't been the fan of every probably smut book, and I've actually, since receiving this, canceled my subscription because the book itself was $35 Canadian and then $35 shipping on top of that. So this subscription was costing me $70 a month, and like the one before this I really didn't love. Like I liked the original better, and so it wasn't worth it for me. So this will unfortunately be my final probably smut book, but I do think it is a very, very pretty one. I love a hardback without, that's pretty too, without the dust jacket on it. Like just give me a hardback with the art right on it every time. Like please. So cute. Did I say? Yeah, In Good Company by Kat Singleton. All I know about this is that it is a spicy billionaire romance. One other thing I don't love about these books is that they don't give you a blurb about the book. Like it just ends at the back. So I don't actually know like what this is about at all. It is signed and her signature is really cute though. So that's nice. Pembroke Hills, maybe Pembroke Hills book 1, maybe that's the series. Like I just don't know. So I like the font though, and the pages are crisp and white. So that's that, I guess. Probably Smut also comes with, which I do like, Annotation tabs, which are really cool, and they always match the book. Obviously this is only pink and white, so they threw in some other colors, which was nice, and also an annotation key to help you like with your little tabbies that doubles as a bookmark that matches the book. So this is really, really nice. I like that, even though I don't really annotate my books, but the few probably smut books that I do have, I have tabbed them, and that's been fun. And you also get some themed little stickers. Sometimes the stickers are just like generally book themed, but these ones are all themed to the book. So this gives us a little bit more insight into what the book's about. So this one says entering East Hampton, Massachusetts. Guessing maybe the setting of the book. This one says Pembroke Hills Country Club. This one, in my billionaire era. Cute. These will be good, like Kindle stickers too. I think pink might be my favorite color. Is the fourth one there. So yeah, those are really cute. And then one book that I did pre-order for June. Don't know when I pre-ordered it, but it showed up on my door and I was very happy. And that was Atmosphere, which is Taylor Jenkins Reid's newest release. This came out a couple weeks ago, I think now. And I love this edition with, I think it's called a French fold there. And then it has the deckled edges. The back is so pretty. Not a fan of this cover with the human on it, especially after seeing the UK cover. What is that? Like, in a good way. Like, how is that fair that the UK gets this gorgeous version of it and we get this? And this is the Indigo exclusive one too. There's bonus content in it or something. I don't know. But what? Like, it makes me want to go spend more money and order this one. But I don't need to do that because I have this version. So yeah, anyways, let's read a bit what this one is about. I'm really excited for this one. This is the author, by the way, of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Carrie Soto is back. Daisy Jones and the Six. I've read, out of those three, I haven't read Carrie Soto yet, but I'm about to start it and very excited. And then I'll probably read this one. So I also am excited about this one because it's about NASA astronauts and I really like space. Okay, an epic new novel set against the backdrop of the 1980s space shuttle program about the extraordinary lengths we go to live and love beyond our limits. Joan Goodwin has been obsessed with the stars for as long as she can remember. She is content with her life as a professor of physics and astronomy and as aunt to her precocious niece Frances until she comes across an advertisement seeking the first woman scientists to join NASA's space shuttle program. Suddenly, Joan burns to be one of the few people to go to space. So you can read the rest there if you want, but she is selected, and I've been told that this book like starts with something major happening and then is one of the ones where it goes back in time and then leads up to that moment that you saw at the beginning. Does that make sense? And also that it's really sad. I wasn't expecting that, but now I'm prepared to cry when I do read this. It's also not that long, so yeah. And then my final books were given to me, or I kind of claimed from my mom's friend Heather. Thank you so much, Heather, if you're watching this. I know she watches some of my videos, but she tends to get books, read them, and then give them away. And I am always the first one there if I haven't read them, or if I want them. So there's actually 4 books that I got from Heather this time. The first one being The Wedding People by Alison Espach. It's a novel. This is one that I have had my eye on for a while. It's newer. Did it come out earlier this year? I think it was a Book of the Month Club pick. Oh, last year. So probably late last year. But this is a literary fiction and general fiction. Seems very like character driven. Wedding People. So I'll read a little bit about what it's about. Obviously I haven't read it, so I don't really know. So this says, a propulsive and uncommonly wise novel about one expected wedding guest and the surprising people who help her start anew. It's a beautiful day in Newport, Rhode Island when Phoebe Stone arrives at the Grand Cornwall Inn wearing a green dress and gold heels, not a bag in sight, alone. She's immediately mistaken by everyone in the lobby for one of the wedding people, but she's actually the only guest at the Cornwall who isn't here for the big event. Phoebe is here because she's dreamed of coming for years. She hoped to shuck oysters and take sunset sails with her husband, only now she's here without him at rock bottom and determined to have one last decadent splurge on herself. Yeah. Meanwhile, the bride has accounted for every detail and every possible disaster the weekend might yield, except for, well, Phoebe and Phoebe's plan, which makes it that much more surprising when the two women can't stop confiding in each other. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see what this one is all about, what her plans are, which I kind of know how it starts, but I'm not going to say, but yeah, I'm excited about this one. Sometimes you need a good, general lit fic. And then finally, I have a trilogy, which I have been really wanting to get. It's been on my list for a while, and that is the Wayward Pines trilogy by Blake Crouch. I recently bought Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and I'm so excited to get into that one and to get into this author because I've heard so many good things about him and about all of his books. They all just seem very mysterious, kind of sci-fi and right up my alley. So the fact that Heather was giving away this whole trilogy, I scooped it up as fast as I could. I was so excited about this because, like I said, I've been wanting it, so very exciting. So the first one is Pines, and they're all really short, so you can get through 3 whole books, a whole series, pretty quickly. The second one is Wayward, and the third one is The Last Town. So we'll read a bit of the back of the first one in the series to see what it's about. So it says, one way in, no way out. Secret Service agent Ethan Burke arrives in Wayward Pines, Idaho with a mission. Locate 2 federal agents who went missing in the bucolic town 1 month earlier. But within minutes of his arrival, Ethan is involved in a violent accident. He comes to in a hospital with no ID, no cell phone, and no briefcase. As the days pass, Ethan's investigation turns up more questions than answers. Why can't he get any phone calls through to his wife and son in the outside world? Why doesn't anyone believe he is who he says he is? And what is the purpose of the electrified fences surrounding the town? Are they meant to keep the residents in, or something else out? Ooh, like that sounds so good. I love like things like that where you don't know what's going on. The narrator, like the main character, doesn't know what's going on. So yeah, very excited to jump into this one as well. I think I'll definitely read Dark Matter first, but then probably jump into this series. So that is going to be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed my little book haul. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already for lots more book content. Thank you so much for watching. Go take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!